How's it going, everybody? It's Gorillaman here, back with another car mechanic simulator video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be finishing working on the BMW Z3M. This is one that we've been working on recently. It's a very interesting look. If you haven't seen the last video, go look at that one. That'll explain kind of how this whole thing was put together and everything. It's really weird. I was reading you guys' comments from the last video, and one of you guys said that this is commonly referred to as the clown shoe car. And I definitely see what you are talking about. Let me drop this down, because that definitely looks like a clown shoe. But there we go. We'll put it back up. What we're doing today is getting the motor torn out, rebuilt, and ready to go. I have all the suspension taken out. I just finished doing that, so I figured better time to get the motor out of here. Pop that off from the engine bay. It looks like the motor is missing most of its parts, which is not a huge deal, but yeah. So pull that motor out, get in the engine bay here real quick, pop a radiator out, and there we go. Now the whole car is completely disassembled. All it has left is the body and the framework. So yeah, so it's just interior, body, frame. Oh, and the fuel tank. It does still have the fuel tank attached. But yeah, so we have to attach all these parts still, which is a lot. So there's a lot of work to do. So let's just get going on it. Let's see. So first off, so we got our engine block here. We can pop off all this. Flywheel gone. And then I don't think there was any pistons. Nothing holding the crankshaft in. Can drop everything out, which is really nice. Oh, looks like we just trashed that piece. Alright, now we can start putting this whole thing back together. I don't know if we saved that crankshaft though. We did. Alright. So I6 parts. So right here, let's go to the crankshaft. We're gonna grab the I6 crankshaft. It's been a while since I've worked on an inline 6, but it shouldn't be too different than what I'm used to. 6 piston rings. Then we want to grab our rod caps. 6 of those, 1 for each piston. And then we want the caps for our crankshaft, which I think there are 4 on this one. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to be just guessing 4. It's either 4 or 5. Oil for the i6. Get our oil pan and our filter. Now that we got that, we can go get some of our performance parts, which, let me see, piston, there we go. Grab 6 performance pistons. We'll grab our alternator while we're in here. We'll grab our power steering while we're in here. I don't know which one it's going to use, actually, so we'll put a hold on that one. Main shop, crankshaft. Scroll down here, grab our pulley, grab the i6 pulley, and then we should be good to start throwing some stuff on here. Put this upside down. Get our crankshaft installed, and then each individual performance piston. So this thing is not a high amount of horsepower stock, so I will say that. So I think I estimated in the last video only about 100 horsepower gain, so I think it was like 2 something. So most likely gonna hit around 3s is my guess, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but obviously it's not up there. And I think also this M or ZM3 or whatever, or Z3M, it says it's an M series on it, but I'm not entirely sure if that's true. Somebody in the comments said that they did not believe it was, so it's most likely not. Maybe it just has the facelift. Alright, so I did need an extra bearing. And get our last few rod caps slid into place here. Alright, there we go. Oil pan's done. Now that that's done, rotate the stand over. And we'll go pick up a few parts here. All in the performance stuff. So we'll do the i6 head first. So there's that. We'll grab our flywheel, 2.2. Then we'll grab the clutch pieces. We need the pressure plate and the actual plate itself. Then we'll also check i6 manifolds. So I think we need these. Grab 2 of those. Not sure what the intake is on this one. One of the good things is the front, what do you want to call it? Oh, the front timing is super easy on this one. Alright, there we go. Get our engine head slid into place here. Oh, what's our fuel filter? Still no, oh, it's carbureted. So we need 3 double carbs. Let's grab the fuel stuff first. Grab our pump and our filter. Let's grab our carburetors. It's the side draft. So this is an older model, I guess. It's weird. That's really weird, actually. Let's get our spark plugs next. And let's grab our ignition stuff. I'm assuming we're gonna need coils. Not this. And then we have an i6 ignition wires, which means I'm most likely gonna need a distributor, actually. So we'll grab this really quick while we're in here. And then, oh, there we go. We'll grab our clips. Clip singular, there we go. All right, that should help out. So at least each one of these carbs we put on here is a plus 7% gain of overall horsepower, which is definitely more than I thought I was going to be getting with this intake. I think intakes don't usually give this much. This is a 21% gain in horsepower right here alone. Then we need round air filters for side drafts. I don't think these are performance, but we'll see. Round. Oh, hey, look at that. Got them. And then they also add about 1% each. So we're looking at about 24% gain in horsepower off of just these last 6 parts we just put on, which is incredibly nice. Plus, okay, yeah, not even 1% gain from spark plugs overall, which makes perfect sense, actually. Okay, we need to go get water pump for i6 and camshaft for i6. There's those 2. And I think we're gonna grab the rest of the stuff in here. Water pump for a normal i6, not an i6B. Then we'll grab our pump pulley. Then we'll just type in, we'll just do i6 head. We'll get the head cover we need for this. Yep. And then we'll do just a straight i6, and I'll see if I can find the parts we need. There's just a couple of little parts. Yes, like these serpentine belts here. Serpentine belt A. Serpentine belt B. Then I'm pretty sure we have to have a timing cover on here somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure it's this with the sprocket. Maybe 2 sprockets. With that there. I can't find our cover. Alright, that's fine. We'll come back and get the cover at a later date. So we need 2 i6 cam gears, then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we'll just grab 12 just in case. For camshaft caps. There's those 12, and then we need cam gears, which were those up here? They were. And this should allow us, yep, to get our next timing chain. And then here's the cover. Timing cover i6. Is that at the bottom? Yep. All right, awesome. distributor rotor. And then there's also something I really want to show you guys coming up here in a second. Once we get the motor back in, it's a way to be able to find parts you need to buy super easily. I was watching some other people who make content for this game, and I saw one of them doing it, and I was like, wow, that is pretty genius, and it definitely speeds up the rate at which you could complete builds. So I figure I would show you guys here in a second, because some of you may not know. So once I get the engine built, I'll show you guys. It's this special trick for purchasing things. I'd always been wondering what the parts list was all about, and I saw somebody use it correctly for the first time, and now I know, which is going to be a big game changer coming up here later on. Speed up a lot of the process of rebuilding suspensions and new engines and everything. Okay. There we go. Head cover. And then, oh, so yeah, no ignition pieces, just wires. All right, so now that this appears to be done, I think we add our exhaust manifolds on later once we get the motor in the car, because they got this really weird way of doing it. Let's see, add this. And then really quick, while we're here, I'll get some good old soup oil going in. Okay, there we go. And now we can start adding parts. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, this under front exhaust section here. Okay, well, radiator fan housing. Hey, look at that, we do have one. All right, so you need to grab the battery, brake servo, ABS pieces. Wow, we're missing a lot. This is a pretty big rebuild here, actually. All right, so let's grab our brake servo. There it is. ABS pieces, module and pump. Also, I know we're gonna need 2 front shock absorbers later. The caps. I'm just buying these parts while we're in here. All right. Slide the battery in, brake servo, ABS pump, and module. At least I'll get a good return on this car. If I sell it, it'll be worth quite a bit of money here. All right, so the top end is done for now. Actually, I'll leave the hood open. So now we'll go up underneath and we'll find out the exhaust this thing needs. I'll throw that front suspension cross member on just to be there. So front exhaust section I6. We're gonna check the performance shop. Exhaust I6. Yes, we got one piece. All right, then we go up to the top of this. It's real finicky for no reason, honestly. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I think the engine should be all buckled up now and good to go. Then next thing up is going to be the gearbox. This is a rear wheel drive, so I'll be putting a rear wheel drive gearbox on. This does take the i4 gearbox, but that's just because of weird connectivity issues. Alright, can I put this on? Oh, accessible from the engine bay. Dang it. Let me get the drive shaft hooked up here. So then technically, this thing can spin now. So now all I gotta do is get the suspension going. So like I was saying earlier, I'll show you guys this trick. So you go into your inventory and you check and see. So I recently took apart the suspension here. So I got I need one of these. I'll need some bushings, some wheel hubs. I'll need all this special stuff. So what you do is you right click and it says added to list, top left, rear sway bar B. So I'll go through, I'll add a wheel hub, end link. What else? couple hub bearings, rear drive axle, and like a spring cap. And then you go check your part notes, and you see them on the right here, and like, oh, that's the stuff I need. Okay. Then you go to your tablet, top right, click on your parts list, and bam, you got a parts list that you can easily just go purchase parts back and shop and everything through. Super convenient, super nice. I'm gonna go through, do that really quick, get the entire suspension built up, guys, and I'll see you guys back here ready to test this thing on the dyno and see what kind of power it makes. Keep in mind it was at 216, probably gonna be about 350-ish is what I'm estimating. So I'll see you guys back here with the suspension ready to go. All right, everybody, so I got the suspension done and ready to go. Next up now, let me look at this really quick. So global body 100, parts 100, frame 100, interior 100. Everything looks like it's in order. So the current value of this car is $57,787 with an $11,000 restoration bonus, which is pretty solid. That's just a little extra money to pad my wallet. Next thing up, though, is going to be to dyno this bad boy. So, was it 216 stock? I'm going to be estimating 350. That is my estimation. Let's see what this can put down. Keep in mind it is boosted, I think, all the way up to what it can with performance parts. So let's see. That's a pretty good power band. Hey, look at that. 365. So yeah, that's pretty good. 144, something like that. Horsepower again at 34. I'll take that. That is not bad. 365 horsepower made out of this thing. Rear wheel drive too, so I'm sure it can slide around corners pretty nicely. But there we go, guys. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you did, leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the clown shoe BMW, as people refer to it, or the Z3M coupe. It does have M badges on it, so I don't know if it's a certain M series or what is going on here. If you guys know, though, let me know down in the comments and everything. But thank you for watching. Guys, haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Car Mechanic Simulator video. So fast, and I will take you traveling the world.